Let's talk about everybody here in America deciding that everybody's got to be a qualified driver. Everybody. We're all amazing drivers. All of us. Every single American is born with the ability to drive. Right? I mean, it's so ubiquitous. It's worse than, horseback. Oh, no, what do you mean? Seriously, there's no other skill in the world where 100% of the people out there figure they can do it. Nothing. Whether it's sailing, cooking, serving tables, throwing a fucking frisbee. Good Lord, short of lifting a fucking fork to your mouth, eating, shitting, sleeping on things that, we do indeed, all of us have the talent for. Driving ain't one of those, man. Driving is extremely complicated. You're using maybe both your feet and both your hands and your eyes all at the same time. Add the other additions, stereos and other, ways we can deflect our attention or divert our attention away from the goal. Getting to and from. There's a lot of fucking work there. And then, you're an owner-operator. You've got to maintain that vehicle, too. But let's just stick with the skill set. Come on. How many people out there are actually good enough to be professional drivers? Good enough to be counted on to deliver people to and from their places of work. To and from their doctor's appointments. Etc. To have the license to be a cab driver or an Uber driver. Now, come on. Think about it now. Can we all drive Uber? Well, the ads make you think you could, but how many people out there are getting on like, fuck, no, I couldn't drive Uber. I'm not a good enough driver to drive for Uber. Okay. Think about that. You're not a good enough driver to drive for Uber. And you know it. You know you're not that good, or your vehicle's not in good enough shape, or any number of other excuses. Okay? You're not that attentive. You don't pay that much attention. You break your law pretty regularly in your car. You speed terribly. You don't pay attention to signals. Whatever the case may be. You haven't had your glasses prescription updated in 6 years, so you really don't know if you can read the fucking signs or not. Or your night vision is shot to hell, but nobody fucking noticed. So, again, I couldn't drive Uber. I'm not that good of a driver. Then you're not a good enough driver to deliver you. Okay? If you're not a good enough driver to deliver strangers who have really no bearing on you being able to make a living, then you shouldn't be delivering you, who directly has a bearing on your making a living. If you're not good enough to drive other people around, you shouldn't be driving you around. You should be more important to you. And we're fairly selfish creatures. Shouldn't you be more important to yourself than other people? And if so, you want your best driver on that job. Your best driver isn't you, then you need to have somebody else do that driving. I mean, seriously, it's not easy. Maybe 25% of us should be doing all the driving, and everybody else should be doing something else, like DJing in the car, or maintaining the systems, or after you get there, fixing the vehicle. That's what they do. They're not really great drivers, but boy, they can listen to that engine and get it tuned up just perfect. Okay, and there's another example for you. Not everybody can work on those engines. Not everybody can work on the air conditioning. Not everybody can work on the electrical. But we all seem to think we can drive. You hearing me yet? 90% of us shouldn't be driving. And we should be making the owner class subsidize getting us to work. I mean, let's face it, I am all for the automated vehicles. Let's make them electric. Automated transit. And make the bosses set the schedules in such a way that, hey, if transit is fucking you up, you're not going to get gigged for not making it to work on time. Your boss needs to throw a little more money at transit. Pay a little more taxes so the transit's better. Seriously, you get out there on those damn roads. You know most of those people shouldn't be driving. And you're one of them. You're not that good of a driver. We need automated vehicles. We need, and the people that are decent drivers should all be getting paid to drive. And paid for, that should be their job, not driving and then having to go to work at another job. No, driving should be your fucking job. You just drive other people to work. Everybody could be a cab driver. Everybody that actually still drives should be a cab driver. There's no reason for all of us to own vehicles. It's dumb. It's really dumb. We've rented a vehicle 3 or 4 times in the last couple of years. We've had to have a vehicle for something. Otherwise, we use transit, or we use bicycles, or we, call a cab. I've never really used Uber, but I'm old. I know cab drivers. I call cabs. But, we get our food delivered to us because we don't want to spend the time driving over there to pick up the food. Right? We pay somebody else to quickly bring that food to us so we're not inconvenienced with the drive because we're not great drivers. Well, why aren't we outsourcing the drive to work too? Why not outsource the drive to work and eat that Uber meal while you're in the vehicle? You sit in the back and eat while you're getting delivered to work as opposed to trying to drive. Eat. Make up phone calls. Hell, maybe clock into work early and do some remote work on the drive to work. Hey, how about that? You could literally start work as soon as you got in your Uber. You just go straight to work, get in your Uber, go to work, get out of the Uber. You're already in the middle of that conference call as you walk up the fucking stairs. You've already started work. But you're 20 minutes out. Get out of the car, guys. Seriously. If you really think about it. There's no other profession out there where 100% of the people just say, oh God, yeah, I could do that. We're all grossly underqualified to be professional drivers. And I ought to quit letting the bosses make it seem like our amateur driving skills are enough to get to and from work. Anyway, Barbara Allen stepping away again. Again, we're not all qualified to drive. Let's all just look around and make that decision. Alright, left coast lean. You know what I mean.